all, it's Heather from Cuz Dis and Dat, and today I am doing a tag challenge from Shanice Reviews, so I will make sure that I will link her down below, but this is called Autumn This or That Tag Challenge. So stay tuned. Shanice did this awesome cute little tag and I decided to do it for her, and I'm gonna write down in the comments the questions, and then any other YouTuber can also go and tell them about what they think about each of these things. But it is called Autumn This or That, and I love that for I'm Cuz Dis and Dat. And first thing is, do you like sunny but cold days or rainy days? I prefer sunny but cold days. Here in Utah, we lose a lot of vitamin D, and they actually, in the winter, they tell us to up our vitamin D, and in the summer, it's still a pretty good dosage of vitamin D, even though we see a lot of sun and everything, but because it gets so hot and everything else, we're indoors and everything. So I prefer sunny but cold. So there we go. Then the next one is cozy jumpers or cozy blankets. So I do know that jumpers in England is sweaters here in the US, because jumpers usually here in the US are kind of like almost like overalls or like a dress that you also like slip over or anything like that, or what are they called? Yeah, anything kind of with pants too that's like a pullover. So that's kind of a jumper for us. So what do I prefer? Well, I love my cozies, but it doesn't keep me warm enough. And my husband loves to freeze me out. So anytime I have to go and ride with him, guess what I get? Even if it's super hot outside, I get a blanket, because I know he is going to freeze me out with that air conditioning. So there you go, cozy blanket. Cup of tea or hot chocolate. So I love tea, especially herbal teas. It's like I gotta like it's probably from the sun. Yeah, if you guys can see this mark maybe. It's from the sun. So I love my herbal teas, but probably I like my hot chocolate a little bit more. However, I'm cleansing, so I just get my herbal teas. I love my herbal teas. I have not had a real cup of tea from England, so yeah, I have no idea. I think it would be amazing. I know people can make it wrong. I've just never tried it, and I would love to. Okay, the next one is walk through the woods or stay inside. I love the woods. That's just flat out. Love it. We'll just go from there. The next one is apple pie or pumpkin pie. Well, pumpkin pie can be bland unless you make it yourself. Apple pie is pretty good, but I'll tell you what I did do. I did make a caramel apple pumpkin pie a couple of years ago, and it was yummy. Yeah, that is my favorite, is that caramel apple pumpkin pie. It was so yummy. Okay, chocolate apple or toffee apple. Well, I like chocolate dipped with apples, like a lot of chocolate, and I do love toffee. Can we add those together? And that would probably be my favorite. All right, the next thing, October or November? October. I love October because it's still kind of warm out and then it's cool. November, just kind of depending on, I guess, the season and what time it is and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we can have our first snowfall mid-October in the valleys. So yeah, like in November, but I've had warm Novembers and they're awesome and amazing. But generally it gets kind of cold. Now, if we were saying October or January, no January at all. Okay. The next one is craft beer or apple cider. So I had to actually look this up because I know things in England are a little bit different than us. So, I don't like any beer whatsoever. It's gross. Apple cider, and I know that that's more of an alcoholic drink there. I'm assuming it's gonna kind of be like beerish. Maybe it's more like schnapps. I can handle schnapps, but I'm not really a drinker. So now if it was apple cider with orange, well, I couldn't say that. Apple juice with orange and cinnamon, that is my go-to. Make it hot. Okay, the next one, movie marathon or Netflix series. Hands down, Netflix series. I have been watching Call of the Midwife, The Crown, and I just finished The Haunting of Bly Manor. That was kind of creepy. I mean, it wasn't like all horror, but it was like, what's going on here? What's going on here? And I love horror flicks that it's just like, what's going on instead of bloody, gutsy, and gory. So I like a true ghost story. That is it for our autumn this or that tag. So if any of my YouTuber friends and that also do videos want to go and do this, like I said, I'll put it in the description below, and I'll also put Shanice's video also below because she's awesome. Anyways, love to you all. Mwah. Bye.